The Parkland mass shooter,
The state of Florida versus Nicholas Cruz,
facing a judge ahead of his sentencing. Shots already going into arms after the approval for the kids' COVID vaccine.
I felt very nervous, but now it's over.
How children in South Florida can get signed up today. And miracle down under for a little girl.
We're gonna take you to see your mommy and daddy, okay?
After she was missing for more than 2 weeks. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak. From the South Florida Media Network's Biscayne-based studios in North Miami.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Zitlali Solate.
And I'm Danelle Dukin. Today is November 4th, 2021.
It's been really a long.
Kids ages 5 to 11 can begin to roll up their sleeves across the nation.
A turning point into the pandemic is now kids are eligible to get vaccinated against COVID-19. The directors of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention signed off the Pfizer-BioNTech's lower dose COVID vaccine for children ages 5 to 11. As a result, more than 28 million children are now able to receive their vaccines.
Today is truly a monumental day in the course of this pandemic, and one that many of us have been eager to see.
Members of the advisory committee are highly supportive of the vaccine.
Please know we have thoroughly reviewed all of the available safety, immunogenicity, and efficacy data before recommending this vaccine for your child.
Pfizer has already begun to ship out their doses. CVS pharmacies like this one will begin administering the vaccine for kids as early as this Sunday.
So it's a good thing. We'll hit the ground running, and probably by the beginning of next week, we'll be at full speed. So parents should consult with their pediatricians, consult with their family physicians, consult with their pharmacists, and they'll be able to know exactly where to get this particular vaccine for their children from 5 to 11.
Dr. Rochelle Walensky and Dr. Leanna Wen sharing the side effects are mild and similar to those seen in adults.
In clinical trials, vaccine side effects were mild, self-limiting, and similar to those seen in adults with other vaccines recommended for children.
Whatever side effects we see really have to be compared against the risks of not getting the vaccine. More than 8,300 children in this age group have been hospitalized due to COVID-19. A third of them ended up in the ICU.
Children now make up a disproportionate number of new COVID-19 cases, accounting for a quarter of all the new cases last week. Health experts believe this vaccine will change that. CVS Pharmacy is also now offering to schedule an appointment online for those looking to get their kids vaccinated.
Parkland shooter Nicholas Cruz is back behind bars this morning after facing a judge. He was back in court in Fort Lauderdale yesterday. It was for a motion hearing ahead of his sentencing trial. Cruz pleaded guilty to 17 counts of first-degree murder and 17 counts of premeditated murder just weeks ago. The jury will decide if Cruz is going to be executed or given life in prison with no possibility of parole. That trial will begin on January 3rd.
All of the jurors in place this morning. It's go time for the trial of the men accused of murdering Ahmaud Arbery. As reporter Britt Conway from our news partner CNN reports, it all begins tomorrow.
It's been really a long, hard road.
Leading here, the Glenn County Courthouse in Brunswick, Georgia. Gregory McMichael, Travis McMichael, and William Roddy Bryan on trial for what happened in this neighborhood February 23rd, 2020. And we warn you, the video from that day is disturbing. 25-year-old Ahmaud Arbery out for a jog. Chased down, shot, and killed. The McMichaels said they suspected Arbery of burglary, so they went after him to make a citizen's arrest. Bryan joined the chase and allegedly hit Arbery with his truck. Then Travis McMichael says he shot Arbery in self-defense. All three men have pleaded not guilty. But a lead investigator in the case believes Arbery was the one defending himself, saying, quote, when he felt like he could not escape, he chose to fight. The case sparked outrage nationwide, thick with accusations of racism that were front and center during jury selection. After 2.5 contentious weeks, 12 jurors were selected, 11 white, 1 black. Arbery's mom calls the jury makeup devastating.
I was very shocked that we only had 1 black
African American man.
But she believes the evidence will lead to justice for her son.
I will be there. Every day his name is called in court, I will be there.
I'm Britt Conway reporting.
The ICC will investigate crimes against humanity allegedly committed by Venezuela. Karim Khan, the International Criminal Court prosecutor, concluded after a preliminary examination phase to open the investigation to determine the truth in accordance with the Rome Statute. The court found reason to believe Venezuela committed crimes against humanity since at least April 2017.
The Cuban government is openly harassing a group of activists who plan to peacefully protest on November 15th. In the aftermath of widespread and unprecedented protest in Cuba since July, protest organizers are ready to march again, but armed government supporters are trying to scare demonstrators into staying home.
What's your name, sweetheart?
My name is Cleo.
I've got it. Hey, Bobby. Bring the camera in. Hey, come here. I've got you, Bobby.
Porque el cubano lleva demasiado tiempo en silencio y es hora de que pueda abrir la boca para decir con libertad lo que piensa. Ahí podrían cantarse canciones.
Says his demonstration will now be moved 5 days earlier, but he says he may be arrested and face a possible prison sentence.
The kind of Thanksgiving dinner that you don't have to worry about getting cold before you eat it.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
What's your name, sweetheart?
My name is Cleo.
The miraculous ending to the story of a girl who was missing for more than 2 weeks. Don't go away. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
Resting and recovering from the kind of ordeal that no 4-year-old should ever have to endure. After being missing for more than 2 weeks from her family's campsite, 4-year-old Cleo Smith has been found.
Australia police say that a 36-year-old man was found with Cleo having no connection with the family and is now in custody for her disappearance. A clue led them to a house not so far from the Smiths' home.
I've got it. Hey, Bobby. Bring the camera in. Hey, come here. I've got you, Bobby. What's your name? You're alright. What's your name? What's your name, sweetheart?
My name is Cleo.
Your name is Cleo.
Hello, Cleo.
Cleo is now safe and back with her family.
If you're looking for dessert for Thanksgiving, stop by your local ice cream shop. The Salt and Straw Company is now offering free ice cream for all. Pecan pie and pumpkin flavors is typical. They will have caramelized turkey, cranberry sauce, and Parker House rolls with salted buttercream. If you don't live near, the company will ship its 5-pint Friendsgiving series.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Zitlali Solate.
And I'm Danelle Duke. And get more news anytime at sfmn.fiu.edu.